Greetings from the road. So, I'm happy. Life's good. We're living in fall. The forest is a beautiful, wonderful place during the fall. So I'm just happy and bubbly, and I thought I would make another video pertaining to the last topic that I really posted about. So I'm chronicling. Wow, that made the camera worse. Okay, I'm chronicling my health journey, simply put, to try to give a example of what to do when nothing works. So the last video basically encompassed when I had health problems, how I got to health problems in the first year or so of what I did to get better. I'm not going to go necessarily chronologically in order with this. I'm just going to basically go, what I did and then what I did next, and then jump back around a little bit, because in your healing, it's not linear. It's not linear. Your health goes up, your health goes down, your energy levels go up, your energies goes down, pain goes up, pain goes down. It's not a straight line. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody that's actually healed from chronic illness, it's not a straight line. So my next issue that I really partook in was my liver. Liver and kind of restored gut motility, which they're kind of not necessarily one and the same, but they're a big part of one another. When your gallbladder is plugged up, when your liver is plugged up, which again, I'm not telling you what to do, YouTube. Oh man, we love the algorithm. We love it. It keeps us accountable. So when your liver's plugged up with debris, when you hit about the age of about 30, 35, your bile production will typically slow down for most people. By the time they're about 40, if they haven't done something about it, they'll probably start developing chronic health problems due to poor digestion, due to toxin buildup in the body and the blood, and due to possibly overrun of bacteria, different infections into other organs, and it can become systemic, especially if you have precursors like heavy metals, chronic illness, poor diet, stress. You're a slut, like me. You sleep around a lot, do a lot of stupid things, put yourself in bad situations because you have issues. So the next area that I addressed was liver, and some things I did for my liver were not telling you what to do. But dandelion root really helped a lot. Milk thistle is okay, but it promotes estrogen, and estrogen dominance can lead to a decrease in healing over time due to loss of energy production and hormone imbalances. Most people need a pretty good degree of testosterone. You need pretty good degree. There's balances for everything. Men need more testosterone than women. Women need a fairly, high amount of estrogen to make hormones and regulate body parts, different things of that nature, give them their feminine figure. Things of that nature, that's kind of how it works. But even estrogen dominance, even in women, can lead to cancers, or can be a part of cancers, and can feed cancers, because dominance of estrogen promotes inflammation. In a nutshell, that's what I learned. That's what I believe to be true. So I learned how to lower a lot of that stuff through diet, exercise, and restoring function to my liver, which led to downstream effects. The liver starts healing, the gut motility starts improving, and you start to detox a lot better, and you start dumping toxins. So I drank a lot. I felt like I was drunk for about 6 months when I was really healing. Now we're talking about the year 2023 here. For about March to September, I felt like I was working. Oh boy, was I working more than I've ever worked in my life. 5-6 days a week. 10 to 13 hours a day, sometimes no breaks, sometimes no lunches, trucking around the job, dealing with stuff, dealing with problems, and I was healing. And my body was dumping. It started to do what's called oxalate dumping. So I started to dump toxins that were stored in various tissues throughout the body, the lungs, the liver, the kidneys. Not so much the heart at first. That came later. And I basically had to improve liver function through diet. And what do I mean by that? Well, I didn't eat a lot of inflammatory foods. Believe it or not, beef is relatively uninflammatory. I couldn't eat it for the first year of healing, 2022 to the beginning of 2023. And then after I healed SIBO, I healed diverticulitis, I could eat beef again. Weird. And I meet a lot of people who are not able to digest beef because things like Epstein-Barr virus, which is, from what I've read, basically a herpes virus variant that attacks your immune system and attacks your lymphatic system and attacks your GI tract, your stomach tissue, causes pain, inflammation, and poor absorption. And you need all of these organs and tissues to work together to break down fatty foods. For some reason, beef is off the menu for a lot of people. And I believe it's primarily due to this, and as well as your gallbladder, liver being plugged up with debris, with toxins, with things. But disease, it's in the air, it's in everything. It's in the food, it's in the water, it's in the COVID, it's in the vaccine. Read through the lines here. You know, you got to be careful what you say so you don't catch a ban. But you can undo years of damage and improve organ function. You can, if you work with the right people, if you get the right information, if you apply trusted and tried and true methodologies. And that's just what I did. I went back to the old school way of operating and doing things, the old world way of doing things. Not eating for days at a time, eating low to, I almost ate no sugar for a couple months. I went on a ketogenic style diet, and that's when the toxins really started bubbling out of me. And that was, yet again, mid-2023. And then, you know, simultaneously, as my body started dumping toxins, my liver started to get better, and I started to absorb food better. So I started to get more energy. At one point, I felt really good, like better than I had in a decade. And that lasted for about a month until the disease in my heart manifested. So like I said, I'm going to try to keep these videos down to about 5 or 10 minutes because I know everybody has a hard time staying on track for longer than about 10 minutes, and that's fine. There's nothing against that. But I just try to get the meat out there of kind of what I did, what I went through, the symptoms, the signs, how I improved organ function, whatever. And it's just like a journey through time. And I might have to make more videos or say less with more, whatever. I don't know, to get there. But this is pretty critical stuff, I would say, to at least talk about because it's important. And there's not a lot of answers today in the medical community. Why are heart attacks up, like in athletes? You know, heart attacks are up by like 10,000%, like in the athletes, like from the ages of like 18 to 27. Like the same amount of athletes died between like 2019 and 2025 is 1972 and like I think like 2009. So you know, if you have the same amount of people die in a 4-year span is about a 25-year span. That's not right. That tells you that there's a problem. Tells you there's a serious problem. So yet again, there's answers for this stuff. And there's people that are out there doing the work and identifying this stuff and making changes and getting better without doctors. I'll make a short list and then I'll go. I've healed carpal tunnel. I've healed GERD. I've healed reflux. I've healed my liver. I had hepatitis, basically. The precursors for hepatitis. Early warning hepatitis tests said basically yes. I had kidney dysfunction. My kidneys worked at 60%. I had serious brain fog. I had gut motility issues to the extreme. I had energy dysregulation issues. I couldn't breathe. I basically had COPD. I had tumors in my lungs. Arthritis. Gallbladder issues. There's more. I had gout. I healed that. And I'm still healing. So that being said, so that this doesn't go on forever, the next topic that I would like to dive into, if there's anybody out there that wants to hear about it, would be, the heart. The heart. What to do if your heart is dying. At least what I would do. Not telling you what to do. Remember algorithm. But what I would do if my heart was dying. And I was dying. Because I've been there. All right? And it's not the end of it. You don't have to die. Have a great day.